Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we've been busy. I have not been out here all week. I haven't been on the computer. I haven't been doing nothing at all. Well, I've been doing stuff. I've been out on the other side of the garage, taking advantage of the nice weather because in Michigan, when the weather's nice, you all know how that goes. Do something. So I've been building a receptionist desk for my daughters. They work at a salon that they're putting together. And they asked me to build a desk for it. So that's what I've been doing all week. So it's been keeping me occupied versus coming out here. So I'm taking a break from that, getting back on this, getting some stuff done. So we have projects going on like no other. EXP is primered. I had that bad boy in primer. So hopefully this is his last coat. I'm trying to find the right color for this. I've tried doing some mixing here at the house with some different colors I have here in stock, and just nothing looks decent. The car is almost like a sunshine yellow, and there's a Japanese company, I can't remember the brand of paint. They make it in airbrush form. I see Tamiya really doesn't carry anything like that for what I saw. You know, the MCW, I didn't see anything of that either. It's actually like a late 70s, early 80s GMC color, GMC truck. It's that yellow, and I have the paint numbers here. I was going to see if I could match it, but like I say, sunshine yellow is about the closest it is, so I'm going to have to get some of that. So at least it's primered. It's good to go. We're just got to get some color for it and get that shot and get that thing put together and be done with it. Other than that, the wife was over in Saginaw, and she picked me up a couple kits. They had their 40% off. She was in there at a doctor's appointment, and she said, hey, I'm stopping here real quick. She called me up and says, well, I'm pick you up a kit or something. I'm like, yeah, why not? And so she brought me the 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. Yes, the re-release Revell Roadrunner kit. Such a highly sought out kit. I mean, everybody was after this thing when it was out, especially for that USAC build. At the time, I was thankful Mark from Hobby Nut Models hooked me up with a kit, and I appreciated that. So that kit is done and waiting for its big reveal. So I figured, hey, why not get another one? I'd like to build another one, a different color, different way this time, and go from there. So we did have a gentleman talk to us a while back. He actually owns a 70 Roadrunner. Knew I did model work, and he thought, hey, could you build me one like my car? And I thought, if I pick up another kit, I'll get with you. So I may save this for him and see what we can do. I just got to get with him and get some pictures and all that good stuff and go from there. So she brought 2 kits home. The next one, I'm a big Mustang fan. I think a lot of you guys know that. And, you know, I like the Fox bodies, and she brought me another one of these 5-liter drag cars. I have one of these kits already. I have not built it yet. I have another one on the shelf, but I have heard this is a very nice, very good kit. So I figured, hey, why not? Grab me another one. Because I know how it goes. You know, you keep passing by. Next thing you know, they're gone. You can't find them, and then they're on eBay for crazy money. So figure, get it while the getting's good. So those 2 new stash ads we got going on here. Other than that, I've been super busy, like I say, out there, and I've been trying to work in here somewhat. So I've been working on the Trumpeter 64 Falcon. This is the kit I bought at the 4M Mayhem model show in Bay City a couple weeks ago. And it's just such a cool detailed kit. I just really wanted to get on it. And I really like to finish up for the Detroit show. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Just time's running short. So I got too many other things going on. It may happen, it may not. I don't know. We're working on it. We'll see. But this is a very detailed kit. I'll do an unboxing for you here quick on it. And I mean, even the door cards have, the door panels have the little lock buttons on it. I thought that's pretty detailed, molded into the plastic. You can see the little lock button sticking up. I thought, pretty cool. So I did paint this. It is painted. I did the paint on it, and I painted the whole car candy apple red from MCW. So this is the color we painted it, and it looked pretty good. There's a few little dust spots in it I got to work on getting them out. But other than that, it turned out pretty nice. So you can go down to Hobby Nut Models and check out their website, and he has this down there. And I tell you what, this is a very, very cool color. It's not like your other candies that you have to spray like 20 times and you got to put special base coats down. I just painted it straight on the plastic, right on the white plastic, and it turned out beautiful. And you, like I say, you don't have to give it 20 coats to get that pure red color. It paints pretty much like a regular paint, but it's just a very nice, kind of a dark you know, red color. Not really dark, I should say, but it's like a candy apple red, you know. It looks pretty good. So I was pretty happy with it. It looks nice. I'm going to let the body, you know, gas a little bit more. I do have it in the oven over there, and I just need to bake it a little longer. And I'm probably may do a light sanding on it, just get a couple blemishes out of there, and I, you know, probably hit it with a little bit of polish. But we'll see how it turns out from there and go from that point. But I'll take you over to the bench. We're going to go through this kit real quick. I'm not going to open everything up in it. I just want to kind of get just the basics of it, because I want to leave some of the stuff in the plastic. I believe there's 164 pieces in this. It's a 1/25th scale kit, and there's a lot of stuff in there. You know, for a 1/24th, that's a lot of parts. You know, your average model kit's got, what, 100, 110 maybe? So there's a lot of goodies in there, and like I said, it's very detailed. I have never built a Trumpeter kit, so I'm kind of excited about it. It looks pretty cool. So we're going to get on this and go from there. So I'll take you over to the bench. Let's open it up and get it going. Another thing I did to it, I'm using the Teardrop Hood. In the kit, the Teardrop Hood they give you, it has the back where there's vents in the back. There's supposed to be screens back there. So I took a Dremel and I opened those screens up and filed it. And I'm going to put a small screen in the back because that's the way those hoods were. And I thought that looked super cool to open that up, give a little more definition on the back, and go from there. So hopefully when I get it together, you can see that nice air cleaner through the hood looking from the back side. But we'll see. But I'm not going to do it two-tone like the box. I'm just going to keep it all red. I'll bare metal foil and just leave it at that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing a two-tone like the box. I'm looking for different rims for it and go from there. So other than that, let's go to the bench and let's check it out. Okay, guys, welcome to the bench side of the shop. So let's see what's inside this bad boy. Russian tank, yeah. So very cool instructions. Very detailed, pretty straightforward. So you got your two versions. You're going to get your street version and then the race version, or a strip, I guess you'd want to go with. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. The only option for the body is just the optional hood. That is it. They do give you a small decal sheet. Looks pretty good. So getting into the kit, there is that sweet hood I was telling you about. So let's open this up and let's get a closer look here. So yeah, I mean, that is so clean. I mean, it's like polished plastic. I could probably clear coat that and call it white and have a nice day. I see a little flash on the end of the hoods. Both hoods have the same amount of flash right in the same spot. Like I say, no big deal though. So yeah, very cool. Like I say, it's a very detailed kit. Looks really good. So now we have our steering wheel and we have our dog dish hubcaps. Next up we have another set of rims. These are like a hubcap style. And then we got different air cleaner versions. I'm going to open this because I'm just curious of what that looks like. And that is some very nice chrome. So yeah, we have multiple multiple air cleaners. So this is for a single 4-barrel, then for dual quad setup, which we're going to run. It's got some nice mirrors in there. So we got our grill work here. That looks pretty nice. I'm going to leave that in the bag as well. So I thought this was pretty neat because it gives you inner fenders. So you have inner fenders here, and then you have the whole basically under the hood detail as well on this tree. Looks like we have a little hood scoop here, which is unique. So I could almost put the stock hood on it with that hood scoop. That'd be kind of unique looking. Didn't notice that in there. So they put some plastic around some of the pieces they're really looking to protect. So yeah, that's kind of cool. A separate hood scoop. That's really neat. I like that. Very nice, very nice. So these are our pedals, it looks like. Yeah, it's accelerator pedal, brake pedal, clutch pedal probably. So it's pretty detailed pieces when they give you individual pedals. Can't say I have seen that on kit before. So this is more of our basic engine here. They give you pretty much all the parts you need in the kit. You get your stock manifolds. Obviously your engine block head. You get your stock 2-barrel manifold. And this is cool. Check this out. The belt. It's a plastic belt, but you have to install it on the pulleys. So how cool is that? Power steering. There's no pulley on it. You have to add the pulley to it. Very unique kit. Very cool. Now we got our tires and looks like hubcaps and some of our color. We're going to open this up quick. So we have 2 sets of tires. Looks like we've got some writing on these. Let's see what that's all about. I see it says super stock, but I'm not sure for what. They just say super stock on it, but those are some really cool tires. Got a really neat feel to them. They have a really realistic look to them. These have anything on them or not. They're just a plain sidewall. So these tires look to be just a plain sidewall tire. Got some pretty cool tread on them though. And like I say, they're very realistic looking. So we got our glass. I am also going to leave that in the plastic, just to keep that protected. So we have our door trim panels. Like I was mentioning before. Check that out. There's your little lock button there. How cool is that? And we have some of our performance parts for the engine. We have our Cobra valve cover, or our Cobra oil pan. Different manifolds here. This is our dual 4-barrel, which that's probably what we're going to use. And we have our 2 carburetors here and some smaller headers. So we got our dual exhaust here. Got nice little bends on the tips. It's kind of cool. And we have another intake manifold, so I'm not sure which is the difference between the two. And we have some Cobra valve covers. So that's very cool. And a Cobra. You know, surprising there's not a lot of chrome in this kit other than the bumpers. I'm kind of shocked at that. Which is okay. Like I say, the body's really, really nice. So I think we're going to get started on this and get it painted. Get it washed up. And for what I saw looking at it, you know, other than in the plastic, there's very little flash in this. I mean, check that. It's almost like polished plastic. Very nice. Very nice. That is super detailed kit. I like it. So like I said, we're going to do this in the red, and this will get a bare metal foil around here, just there alone, and then this section here will be foiled, and then just a window treatment, and that'll be it. And then we got our dash piece, center console, and I am not sure what this piece here is. I'll have to look that up. And then we have our floor pan. So just separate piece for the floor pan. Looks like it's got some pretty good tubs in there, so we could put some good tires in there. She'll take the fat ones, that's for sure. So we'll check that out and see what we can put together on it. And last we have our decal sheet. So we got some pretty neat decals in here. Decals are always fun to look at. Very cool. So we got, so that's nice. See, they give you the, I hope you guys can see that really well or not. Looks like we got some marker lights. They give you the cluster, a couple other gauges, and then you get the radio and the strip that goes across the dash and says Falcon in it. That's really cool. This looks like this is a grill emblem. So that's really neat, those details there. So yeah, very cool. So I'm very intrigued to get started on this kit. I think this will be a pretty cool build. So we're going to get the engine done up. Like I say, this is a 1/25th scale car, and we're going to get this in some paint, and might do this here tonight and see how that goes. So we'll get some of these extra pieces off here, get it cleaned up real good, get it washed, and we'll go from there. So like I say, I'm kind of excited to see how this can turn out. I think it looked pretty cool. Looks like it'll be a really nice build. So Alright, I'll get it cleaned up and we'll go from there. And I really want to use this teardrop hood because this thing's just sweet looking, but a teardrop hood needs to be open in the back with the screen. So I cut this side open. That's the other side. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I use for that? What's the best thing to cut that with? And I tried scoring with a knife, but this plastic's actually pretty thick. So I was digging through my Dremel stuff and I thought, let me see what I got. So I found this cool tip. It's kind of a weird, I had this sitting in my stash there of bits. It's short, it's only, you know, maybe 8 long, and it works really good. It's got kind of a, I don't know if you can see it or not, kind of a weird look to it. And it's not perfectly round, it's got like grooves in it, so it could clean out as you're using it. So I need this kind of close up. Drill some holes, get it started. So I got looking at this, I thought, man, this needs some awesome looking screen in there. That'd be cool. That would be cool. All right, now the sketchy part. I can't do this over the bench, so that's why we're doing it like this here. Okay, now we got a little opened up. Obviously it kind of melts a little bit, so you got to keep clearing it out of there. Other than that, you really can't see what you're doing. But it does cut pretty good. Once you get it going, it doesn't go too bad. So it gives you some pretty good lines to follow. Obviously they're not meaning to cut it, but you know, it's just how it is. Yeah, my hands are rough looking at a rough day at work. Everything's beating me up. Of course, the cold weather don't help out. Try to keep my hands all nice and done up, but man, the weather just tears me up. Ooh. So once I got to a certain point, then I started filing it. So it was just a little more, it's not as aggressive obviously as with the knife. And then I left the spots and the edges where I really couldn't get. Because you know, all the crap I got here, I don't have a round file. So I'll clean that up a little bit and I'll probably come back with the old wheel. We're getting there. You know, I come down with that wheel just a little bit that slipped out. You saw that a second ago, and I got just a little pop right there. Let's see if I can't clean that up. I'm just afraid of taking too much out, because obviously it's gonna be a little harder to go back. Clean that up a little bit with a knife, and I think we're gonna be good. Use this other file, this worked pretty good. Get her sanded down a little bit more and get her cleaned up. Should be ready for some painting. Alright guys, so we have the little Falcon all washed up, ready to go. So we're going to put it in some color. I'm not going to primer this one. This is
just like baby glass smooth plastic. So I had a little bit of rough edges here. So I took some 1000 and sanded that down. Had kind of some, I don't know, just like a little bit of flashing, I guess. And like I showed you a little bit ago, I get the hood opened up. I think that looks much better. So of course, as I was doing it, I started with a knife, and of course the knife come out, and I slipped, and I put a gash in there, and I thought, awesome. So I put just a little bit of Bondo spot putty in, and what I use for spot putty is Bondo spot putty. So this is a glazing and spot putty. This works really, really well. So I've used this for years, and I've had this forever. It dries fast, it contours easy, and it works really good. So, and as I was cleaning this, I nicked the back corner as well. So I figured, well, we'll get it cleaned up. So like I say, I have these washed up, and I sanded this down with some 5000 just to make sure she's nice and smooth and all that good stuff. So I'm going to get some paint mixed up. Like I say, we're going to use the MCW Candy Apple Red Gloss Enamel. So we are using the 6630E, and it should look pretty nice in there. So we're going to use our Mr.Color leveling thinner, and we'll get this mixed up. I always like to give it a good stir. I know it's got the check ball in there, the little ball, to help shake this up, but I still like to stir it first, and then I'll cap it, and then I'll rattle it up a little bit. So this will be my first time spraying this color. It looks like it's pretty cool looking. So with these jars, I always figured about two kits with them, 2 builds, or 2 paint jobs, I should say. So that's about usually the typical I get out of it. So with this mix here, we're doing a 1-to-1, 1 part paint, 1 part thinner. Now we're going to add some MCW hardener. That is 1.5 milliliters. Like I say, I've never shot this color yet, so I'm always curious on some new colors here to see how they spray. So there's no metallic in this, so this will be different. It's just a straight red paint. We'll give that a try and see how she goes.
Alright guys, so I'm going to wrap this video up. It's probably running a little longer than I'd like to see it. So once again, go down and check out Hobby Nut Models and grab yourself some of this MCW. It works really, really well with the Mr. Color, Mr. Hobby leveling thinner. I love that thinner in this stuff. I think it works great. I think it's the best thinner for this, for what I've tried out and all that good stuff. So check out his website. There will be a link in the description below, so you can click on that and it'll take you right to his website and hook you up with that stuff. Other than that, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel, that's been previously subscribed, all my new subscribers, everybody that's been following along on most of these builds. I really appreciate it, guys. It really do. Keeps me going, keeps me motivated. I like it. So I want to thank everybody for that. So if you guys are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be part of the group. And we'll go from there. So once again, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel and sticking around. And we will see you on the next build. You guys have a good one.